Hey, Aquarius. Welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Leona Mercury here to do your general reading. I'm using the Archeon deck by Timothy Lance today. I have pre-shuffled the deck and I pre-shuffle 108 times. I am a Vedic reader. I'm going to cleanse the space as I describe my process to you so we can stay on track with time. Because it does take a significant amount of time. If I could say that, I'm going to cleanse your space over where you are, out there in the universe. I got to cleanse the cracks here. This beautiful voodoo doll comes from Marie Laveau's shop. It's a voodoo doll for tranquility, and it has a moon on it. This candle is scented with Orleans tea, and that comes from the Flirty Girl on Chatra Street. Marie Laveau's shop is on Bourbon Street. They're both in Vieux Carré, or the French Quarter. And I'm going to cleanse my own space now that I'm smoking it up over here. I might not be able to talk as well. So my beautiful Aquarians, I am protecting your Mars energy here. It's really important. As a Vedic astrologer, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus in tropical astrology. It's also ruled by Saturn in Vedic astrology, okay? So that Saturn retrograde is coming up on June 4th. It's part of why this reading goes between May the 16th all the way to June 4th, because in between Mercury will go direct. We also have Pluto in retrograde right now. That's the planet of transformation. Toward the end of June, June 28th, we have Neptune, the planet of dreams, going retrograde. We also have Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, and growth, going retrograde on July 28th. And just a few days later, the Tower moment comes in on July 31st, when Uranus, your ruling planet, along with the North Node, a destiny node, has a triple conjunction with Mars. Okay, that Mars energy is very volatile. It can be very swift, aggressive energy. And we are seeing that, aren't we? Wow, wow, wow. Looks like you are swiftly and aggressively working on something, my beautiful Aquarians. And it does look like there was a Tower moment. Again, we've been seeing discord in your readings for a while now. To me, I think for some of you, it's between you and a sibling. A sister keeps coming through as part of the energy there, but it could be between you and a parent. It could be between you and a cousin or something. It could be between you and a partner or you and a friend. This is a general collective reading, so the energy is going to manifest differently for individuals within the collective, but the energy is still the energy, and it's been coming through for you consistently. So I gotta say, there's gotta be some truth to it, right? All right, here's the Seven of Wands. This is about, I normally translate this as valor. The Thoth deck translates this as valor as well. It's about defending yourself in your position, but you can see here, surrounding a house, there are all these spikes. So this is about being on the defensive. And this has to do with the eclipse energy. This might be coming to you. You might be getting some clarity about all this, and you're working on this. You know this about yourself. You're very triggered surrounding some kind of transformation of a situation within a family, within a partnership. It could be within your workplace. You need to heal this energy. This is that 7 and 4 coming up for me. That triple conjunction's happening on July 31st. That's a 7 and a 4, everybody. So please keep that in mind, okay? This is real. It keeps coming up in all of my readings, so, or most of them anyway. Here we have the Hierophant energy. This is the number 5. This is change coming forward. Big change, transformative change. Uranus, your ruling planet, brings a life-altering change, major change. The last time that Uranus and the North Node in Mars had a conjunction, it was 324 AD, and Alexander the Great made some big moves that literally changed the world, okay? So, and the next time that we had something similar, but not within maybe the same, not even close to the same degrees or whatever, there was like some major differences, but Facebook happened, the World Economic Forum, one of the global watchdog groups came in. It does look like you're gonna be able to heal this situation, and you might be being guided to do so by ancestors. They're coming through for me. I am a psychic medium. I do see a grandfather, somebody that you really respected, somebody who was like the patriarch of the family, perhaps. He's coming through with this. This is your energy right here, the star energy. This has to do with This has to do with karmic debt. Okay, so whatever's going on here in this situation, that's what's coming through for me. That this was, it didn't have to happen, but the planets and everything were in place for it to happen. So we are in control of our own fate, similar to the study of epigenetics. We can change our DNA actually by how we think, how we move, and what we put in our bodies, what we eat. We are actually able to change our fate in that way. Epigenetics proves it. So if we can do that on the biological level and the psychological level, because we can change our mindset, that changes our fate as well. We're able to change situations. We don't have to do what the planets say. We don't have to do what the stars are telling us. But it is important to understand what the road signs are, right? Like if you don't recognize what those signs are, I think of tarot, we can't live our lives by the cards or by the stars because it's all unverifiable information. So are psychic readings. So I recognize that. If I didn't recognize that, I wouldn't be stable. Doesn't mean I don't believe. I just have to recognize the reality of it is that I can't verify anything I say. And I don't want to hurt anybody. So I do apologize if you find it offensive in any way. That's not my intent at all. But I am trying to do my best to bring forward the voices that no longer can be heard by other people in the best way that I can. So for some of you, it might resonate. Please let me know. I want to say thank you also in this moment to all of my beautiful Aquarians out there who have liked, shared, subscribed to my new YouTube channel. Yep, Eight of Swords. This is feeling stuck. What you want to have happen in this is to have things come back together with this Hierophant. You want to go back to, this is about traditions, you know, I do see that. Again, the sister brother dynamic is coming through for me. Again, that sounds really specific, but I do think that some of you within this collective can relate to this scenario. If you're an Aquarian, I do see the sense of tradition. There's like a sister or something that's outside of tradition, because I think sexism is at play in this scenario. If it's a brother or sister dynamic, people within the family may look at her like she's not, she does things differently because she's a little different. She's outside of traditions. That's part of the Hierophant's message here. She kind of follows her own set of stars, right? She's follows her own tune, marches to the beat of her own drum is coming to mind. So this is this Eight of Swords. You might be feeling stuck about this, and this is part of that Saturnian energy. Perhaps the Saturn retrograde is going to help you to move forward. But you are going to be thinking about this moving forward, moving towards that. This is definitely family, Six of Cups, past life, karmic debt kind of stuff. That's what's coming through from your ancestors. Someone's grandfather was talking about that with me. Nine of Swords is here. You are losing some sleep about this. I think you lose sleep about this person. If it's a partner, a friend, a sibling, a cousin, a family member, parents, I think that actually, my beautiful Aquarians, you might worry about your parents quite a lot. Some of you out there, if you have living parents, I can see that those of you that do worry about your parents, some of you out there at least, worry about your parents quite a lot. You worry about their health. You worry a lot. You have a lot of this kind of anxiety. So a trick with handling anxiety is to focus on your breath, okay? Because the speed of your breath matches the speed of your thoughts. If you slow down your breath by taking a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and then focus on slowing down your breathing, you're staying present, you're increasing your mindfulness. That's what meditation and doing mantras or affirmations is really all about. Staying present as much as possible, because as physical beings, we can't go backwards in time. We can't even go, we can only move in one direction. But even when we move forward, we're still in the present. We're never in the past. We're never in the future. We're always in the present. So we have to stay present if we want to be effective. That's what the Emperor is saying to me right here and now. This is Mars energy. That's Aries energy. Mars is their ruling planet again. The summertime, that July 31 date coming forward. The Emperor is a 4. Number 3 and 1 together become a 4. 3 and 1 is goddess energy. So this is all coming in divine timing. Another 4. I kid you not. Okay. So now we have a 4-4 coming forward. That 4-4 coming forward is the number of angels. You are holding on to something. You are holding back because you're holding on. When you hold back on people, that's actually quite controlling energy. If it's not you, it's the other person, my beautiful Aquarians. But someone in this equation is holding back because they're holding on to anger. They're holding, look, you can see the fire around this person. Aquarians, this is also telling me on another level for some of you in the collective that you need to save your coins. Because an emperor is holding back on you. This is for those of you that where this is a relationship, save your money. This came through for Aries as well, by the way, so you might want to check that. You might have some Aries placement. The Magician is here. That is Gemini energy. That is Mercury. And you can see the full moon behind the Magician here. So things can go either way. You're trying to manifest a change. And it does look like going from the Magician to the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing some stalker energy here, aggressive energy. You might be hoping, you might have had some slow energy moving forward because of anxiety, and now you might want to move a little more quickly. For some of you out there, for others, there's someone out there that's watching you. Look at this Magician, okay? Look at him. I don't trust him. I'm just looking at this guy going, nah, I don't think so, buddy. If I saw you walking down the trail when I'm out there doing my little nature walks, I would turn in the other direction. Yes, I would. Okay, there's your Knight of Swords coming in. There's some aggressive energy. It could be someone with Gemini placement. Actually, I think that this, I just got a download about this in terms of my own family structure. Of course, I have placements in lots of signs. I do see that the person that you might see, or that whoever is seen as aggressive in this, that's what it is. Someone is seeing the other person as more aggressive. That's coming through for me right now. That's part of the anxiety. But is that real, or is that just a perception? That is it just a way for you to not move forward with finding a resolution? Sometimes we get stuck in a loop in our head and we don't recognize it. That's where something called cognitive behavioral therapy can come in handy, because it asks us to challenge our thinking, to question our thoughts, because our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and actions are inextricably connected, and they feed each other. We can control those things by questioning our thoughts. That helps us to regulate our feelings as well as our behaviors. When we're dysregulated, we are not in control. Even if we're holding back, that just means you're trying to control others, because you yourself are not in control. If this isn't you, Aquarius, it's the other person. Seven of Swords. Yep, this is someone there's a lack of trust in this situation, big time. Someone sees the other party involved as a liar, as untrustworthy, and that's all justifications. That's not real. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. It's self-sabotage, where the Seven of Swords wouldn't be there. Eight of Cups. So there's going to be some progress. You might be trying to walk away from this because you did have Eight of Pentacles, trying to work toward healing. And now we have Eight of Pentacles. We have Eight of Cups. It does look like there's going to be some abundance coming through. Oh, wait, there's three eights. There's Eight of Pentacles here. There's Eight of Swords and Eight of Cups. Wow, wow, wow. Aquarians, this is major abundance coming through. Ace of Swords. Yep, you're going to have a clarity moment. I love it. So glad, Aquarius, because for months now, I've been seeing this story, and I've been seeing like the energy of like dragging your feet and stuff like that. So now now you're not doing that. I'm really glad. It does look like you're getting clarity, and I'm going to stop there. If you want to come with me over to Patreon and see the rest of the story, see how it goes forward, you are welcome to. Right now, let's ask the ancestors to go ahead and give us some advice about what to focus on. Again, the word Leo is on that Ace of Swords, as well as the number 3 and the numbers 3 and 6. That came through in another reading on a King of Swords card, I think. What deck was that? That might have been the Chris Ann deck. If you have the Chrysan deck, if you like tarot cards, you can check that out yourself. I'm pretty sure there's a 3 and a 6 or a 6 and a 3 on that card. I don't know if that was your reading or another one, but I know it came through in multiple readings recently. The numbers 3 and 6. 369 also keeps evolving. OMG, and I just saw that pattern here too. Okay. Let's see where we're landing. I think we're landing here, everybody. What do the ancestors want us to focus on? This is the grandfather came through here. Okay, so the grandfather is coming through again. You know what? I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing from this person, okay? I'm hearing that they may have started a tradition that maybe didn't help the situation, and you might be constantly thinking about them and what they would have done. What they're telling you right now is, don't do what I would do what's right. Don't do what I would do what's right. That's coming through. Some of you out there keep going back to tradition, a family tradition, meaning what someone else in your family did. And your grandfather, who, if this is resonating for you, someone out there in the collective, there is a grandfather here who is trying to help you, trying to guide you toward finding a resolution in this situation, because they themselves, oh, I see, they themselves created part of this. Part of this is a generational thing. That's what I'm seeing here. That like an attitude, a culture within a nuclear family that spread as the family grew. It continued on. Something that was not positive, something that was negative and abusive even. Not that they were necessarily abusive, physically abusive, but there was something like that, okay? So, all right, I'm kind of digging this reading. Wow. The revolutionary, yep, do something different from what you think other people in your family would do. In this situation, the number one rule when we're dealing with any relationship is to use empathy, compassion, understanding, and respect. If you can do that, you are winning. If you can't use those things on others, it's because you can't use them on yourself. And if it's a culture within your family to not have empathy for others, to criticize people, to judge others, you need to be a revolutionary and not do that anymore. Look at the fire on this, okay? This is your fixed sign, Aquarius. This is for you. This is your, be a revolutionary. And Heidi's message to all of you out there is number 52. It is the turtle. With a mother's faith and wisdom, turtle lays her eggs in sand, accepting that their journey to the ocean is no longer in her hands. This to me is about more ancestor energy coming through. Also, slow and steady wins the race. So if you've been moving slowly in this situation, that's okay, because hopefully you've been healing along the way. And when you do manage to find a resolution, if this is you, if this is your story, my beautiful Aquarians, or something similar for you, you will come to that place of resolution fully healed and fully ready to move forward. So this is also about your ancestors. Turtle coming forward is also about your ancestors, basically saying, we believe in you. We believe in you. I love this reading. I'm going to take this over to the extended because I can see ahead a little bit that the person that you've been dealing with, as I'm looking ahead, I don't know if you can see, I'm doing this, I can see that they are maybe done. You might have waited too long, my beautiful Aquarians. I don't know. I don't know. I'm seeing energy of somebody, the slow energy that with which this has unfolded, or with that has caused pain for somebody else, and they might be done. In other readings, I've seen that the person that you might not be getting along with well right now, that they might be done because it's taken too long, and now they're moving on. However that resonates for you. So come over to the extended with me and we can see what happens in the story. This overarching energy does look pretty good though. So my beautiful Aquarians, follow me over to Patreon. It's $8.88. You get your extended reading and every other extended reading I've ever posted there. Right now there's 44 I think 44 videos, it's something like that, and that is a tremendous number of videos for you to go through and look at and see this pattern emerge. You can see it. You can match it up to your own experience and see how it might help you. You can look at the other person's extendeds as well and see what they're going through in their life. It really will help you to also match it up with like your astrological chart, by the way. I think that's kind of important as well, because I kind of liken this to like kind of like a roadmap. Of course, again, it's unverifiable information, but if you're here, you're like me and you feel like, okay, there's something to this. It seems accurate. So it really does, right? I can't even say. I go to the cards all the time. In fact, I have one by my bedside. So I'm like, let me think about this for a second. And then I get some answers. It's part of that. So I feel like it's a bit like cartography in that way. And if you get into your car with the blindfold on, you can't drive anywhere, right? I mean, you're not going anywhere with the blindfold on. Even if you could hear the GPS giving you directions, it doesn't matter because you can't see where you're going. So get that astrological chart done. You can, if this resonates for you, please comment and let me know. If anything I've said here resonates for you, please let me know. I really love the comments. It helps me to stay focused on this channel and to continue doing these things because, of course, as you might imagine, it's very draining and takes up a lot of time. And I do actually have a life outside of this, although I don't know how. So I love you all, my beautiful Aquarians. I'm going to go over to the extended now. You can listen to my podcast. Come new episodes every Monday. A bonus episode came out on Friday the 13th, just this week. There's always a tarot reading. It's a general collective reading, so take a listen to that. I'm also on Instagram at Leona Mercury. You would have fun there. I have a great time. I post some special videos there, energy readings for my followers, just specifically for my followers on Instagram. So there's always some treats in there if you want to go over there. As long as you follow me onto Patreon, Patreon subscribers are going to get first dibs on early access tickets for a psychic reading event that I'm doing at the end of June, okay? So the announcement's going to be officially made there, and that event is only going to have 20 spaces. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get first dibs on those tickets. I'm going to keep it reasonable, okay? Because in anything I do earn from this channel, I'm going to be donating big portions of it over to different charities. And you all, if you're Patreon subscribers, you could help me find ways to donate that money. And that way we can you help me and then I can help others, and it helps all of us. It helps all of us improve our karma. I love this system. Yes, it's going to work for you. All right, my beautiful Aquarians, see you on Patreon. If not, take care.